Go to Facebook right now and like us at Throat Punch IND. That's Throat Punch IND. And always take life by the throat. So ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and all those watching at home live on Access TV, this is it! 5 rounds in the XFC lightweight division for the XFC lightweight championship of the world. And now, let's meet our fighters. From the blue corner, he's a wrestler, bringing a professional record of 8 wins and no defeats. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing in 154.6 pounds. Representing Fighting Arts Academy and Ultimate MMA. Fighting out of Springfield, Massachusetts, by way of Milford, Connecticut. Please welcome the undefeated, notorious Nick and his opponent standing across the cage in the red corner. He's a freestyle fighter. He brings into the cage a professional record of 16 wins and 5 defeats. Standing in at 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing 154.6 pounds. Tonight, he represents the Dungeon and he fights from Sarasota, Florida. Please welcome Eric It's a Wrap Reynolds. And our referee for our main event world title fight, Gary Copeland.
All right, listen up, fighters. You both receive your instructions in the back. Expect you to listen to my commands at all times. Have a clean, fair fight. Any questions out of you, Blue? How about you, Red? Let's touch them up. Prepare to fight.
It is main event time. Notorious Nick Neal versus It's a Wrap Eric Reynolds. The closing odds for this one, courtesy of betonfighting.com. Reynolds a favourite, minus 250. The comeback on Nick Neal at plus 200. We are set for 5 rounds. The championship at 155 pounds. Michael Chabello, Pat Miletich with you on Access TV. Southpaw stance, as always, for Notorious Nick Neal. He starts off with some solid leg kicks, Pat.
Newell said he worked a lot on his kicks for this fight.
Neal trying to muscle his way and get Eric Reynolds onto his back. There's a high left round kick from Nick Neal. Overhand right from Neal, and Reynolds fires back with a right hand of his own. High left round kick from Neal.
Nice exchange there against the cage.
Reynolds is setting that right hand. Neal tries to catch the kicking leg.
Trying to lock onto his arm there. Got it locked. See what he does with it.
Oh, suplex! Oh, it's a back suplex there from Nick Neal and takes the back of Eric Reynolds.
This is where he needs to keep Reynolds. He's got that hook in one end. Now he's got the other one in. Let's see what he can do with it.
This is danger for Reynolds. This is where Nick Neal is so good. There's the arm under the chin now. The hooks are in for Notorious Nick Neal. Is he on his way to a world championship?
This is where it's an advantage because he can't get hand control on that shorter arm. He's pulling down on the gloved hand, but that's already trapped.
Reynolds in trouble. Reynolds taps out. It's good night, Irene. The fairy tale comes true. Win or lose, stand by, but we'll make it go. Nick Neal is the XFC champion. A standing ovation here in Phil.
That kid is...
Unbelievable scenes. Nashville has gone into meltdown. Nick Neal has gone into ecstasy. What a moment. Briscoe there. He recognized the talent of Neal many moons ago. In the very first round. Nick Neal locking onto a superb submission. That vice-like grip. This is just an outpouring of emotion here.
Here it is. He gets that locked around the body, brings him up with a suplex, puts him down and gets right to work. He stays tight, the whole time looking to put that hook in. Good job of sneaking it in. Reynolds is looking for hand control to strip the top hand, but there isn't one, so you can't pull it down. He's pulling on the gloved one, the only one he can find, and it's trapped by the congenital arm. So he couldn't get anything free. That's where we talked about that arm, whether it was an advantage. Well, it certainly was in this particular position. Reynolds not able to find what he needed because it doesn't exist to get that control.
Not even the jaws of life could have gotten Eric Reynolds out of that predicament. Nick Newell wanted the championship. He got the championship. And he went into absolute ecstasy. The childhood dream has become a reality. A young fan, Eli, who also suffered from congenital amputation of the left arm, who traveled all the way here from Kansas City, Missouri, part of these celebrations with Team Nick Newell. This is not only a great moment in mixed martial arts, folks. This is a great moment in sport. This is just a beautiful story. It couldn't happen to a nicer young man. What an inspiration up to Christopher Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 1 minute and 22 seconds of round number 1, submission by a rear naked choke. And the new XFC lightweight champion of the world, Notorious Nick Newell. Presenting him with the belt tonight, XFC President John Briscoe and Eli.
What a moment indeed. Eric Reynolds, always the sportsman. And it looks like Pat Belichick has the champ.
I'm in here with Nick Newell. Nick, we expected a little tougher fight than that. How about you?
Yeah, I did too. I trained for more than 5 rounds. You know, I was ready for a war, man. But, you know, if you see an opportunity, you take it. I'm an opportunist. That's why I have 8 first-round finishes. And just kept doing what I'm doing. You know, this is my coach right here, Jeremy and Scott. Jerry lets me stay at his house and really watches everything that I do. He feeds me. I'm like his 4th child, so, you know, this is our belt too. You know, Ultimate MMA in North Haven, and I'd like to thank American Top Team for having me down and training for this fight. Mom, I love you. All my sponsors, especially in Milford, they came through huge this fight. Everyone watching at the Orange Jailhouse, you know, they're probably going crazy right now, Napoli Deli. LuckyFinProject.org for kids with limb differences. You know, my management teams for telling me to go to the XFC tryouts when I was just sitting around. I wanted to go out with my friends that night. They're like, you go home and go to sleep.
All right, well, I've got to say that...
I love you, Mom.
You started out the fight, bud. You threw some good exchanges in there with him, and you said you worked on your kicks a lot. You landed some heavy kicks. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you know, I've always had good kicks, and I knew once I got a hold of them. I got a great strength and conditioning program at Fitness Concept in Orange, Connecticut, and I knew I could overpower him, and I think he was sleeping on my submissions. I mean, when he fought Nevaeh, that dude's a world champion grappler. Couldn't tap him out. I think maybe he was thinking, you know, he would get out, but I'm a different type of grappler.
You are, and let's talk about the submission. Now, when you got the rear choke on him, he was looking for hand control for the hand that was supposed to be up on the top of his head. Obviously, the hand doesn't exist, so he didn't know how to defend it. The arm was definitely, well, a benefit to you this time.
Yeah, you know, I don't really look too much into that. Everyone has different body types and different advantages and disadvantages. I got that choke because I train it. I got that choke because I work it every day. I got that choke because I work hard. I didn't get it because of the way I was born. I got it because of my good technique.
Absolutely. And Nick Newell, your new XFC champion. Congratulations.
Such an emotional moment.